anyone can practice Iyengar yoga without props. Now, having said that, because we emphasize a lot on precision, without props sometimes it's very difficult to achieve. Many people find that using props, they find it even more challenging than not using props. The main reason for that is we often sacrifice other parts of the body in order to achieve a certain pose. So for example, like back bending. Many people have back injuries after having practiced yoga for a while. And not because the teacher didn't tell them, it's because you think that you can do the pose. And when you do the pose, especially when there is no props to help you, you are sacrificing your lower back in order to achieve these kind of poses. So for no props yoga, you need to be extra careful. If you find in any way you are not feeling comfortable in that pose, you are more than welcome to come out of the pose. Don't force yourself. I'm trying my best to introduce to you how you can practice Iyengar yoga even when you don't have any props. So even when you're traveling, you are in a hotel, etc., even if you don't have all of these things, how can you practice with precision without hurting yourself, and yet you can still practice Iyengar yoga? Now, if you have a mat, please roll up your mat like this. Okay? So roll it up as tight as you can, and then roll it up into one big roll like this. Then we're going to place it down. Then we're going to sit down, simple cross leg. Okay? Now, because I've got plenty of mats here, so I'm not going to take away the mat underneath me. But if you have a mat, you sit down on your mat, on a rolled mat like this. A lot of us, especially beginners, we have very tight hip joint. By lifting up the buttock away from the ground, it helps us to release the groin space. And that actually helps us to erect the spine. The spine can more easily becoming upright. If you're sitting on the floor, sometimes we will be rounding the back. Okay? So when you're sitting up, you'll be a bit easier for you to lift up the spine. Now, even if you don't have a mat, that's fine, just sit on the floor. Okay, simple cross leg, simple cross leg. Now, we're going to raise our arms in front of us. Now, interlock your fingers, turn the palms out, and then inhale, raise the arms up. Push the base of the palm up, lengthen the spine. Now, feel your sit bone sinking down into the mat. Feel the sit bone sinking down into the mat. Now lengthen the spine by pushing the base of your palm up. Your arm should be straight. Now maintaining this length, now roll your outer armpit, this part. Outer armpit, roll that forward. Roll the outer armpit forward and then feel the upper back broadens. Now keep the upper back broadened and then lift up some more. Lift up some more. Now, if you're pushing your lower back, now you need to tuck in your rib cage. Your front rib cage, tuck in. Now, don't squeeze your shoulder into your ear. Shoulder will be away from the ear as you roll your outer armpit forward. Keep normal breathing. Arms straight, arms straighter. Those of you who has your arm bent like this, straighten your arm. If you're very difficult, you can go a bit forward. Your arms can go a bit forward. Then you can straighten the arm. Then you raise it as much as you can. And exhale, release. One more time. Raise your arms in front of you. Now change the interlock of your fingers. Turn the palms out. And then inhale, raise the arms up. Now this time, I want you to bend the arm. And then place the back of your palm on your head. Now move your palm behind your head. As you move your palm behind your head, your elbow move back. Elbow move back. Now don't push your lower back. Tuck in your rib cage. From here, we extend the arms up. Extend the arms up. Yes, good. Arms straighter. Arm straighter. Don't bend your arm. Don't bend your arm. Now, If your shoulder is too close to your ear, you need to roll your outer armpit even more. So you create space at the base of your neck. Create space in the base of the neck so that you don't compress. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now close your eyes, breathe. Feel your shoulder, your upper back. Now arms to the side, arms to the side. Right hand come down to the floor. Now notice when I come down to the floor, the right side of my trunk, I don't go compressed like this. You need to try to lengthen the right side of your trunk as well. Lengthen the right side of the trunk. So try not to compress here. So I don't want you to bend your right arm in order to go down at the expense of your right side trunk being compressed. So lengthen the side trunk here, and then the right arm, your shoulder, roll it back, yes. Now from here, look at the opposite hip. The opposite hip wants to come up, you press the thighs into the floor. Press it down into the floor without sacrificing your lower trunk being compressed. Now from here, roll your upper arm out. So yes, you roll this, you're rolling inner arm to outer arm. Yes. And then look up. Everyone be aware of your right shoulder, the bottom shoulder. Roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. Roll your bottom shoulder back. Don't push your bottom shoulder forward. Yes. And then the bottom side trunk long, no compression, no compression. And inhale, come up. And then exhale, left arm down to the floor. Again, first, the bottom side trunk, lengthen. Lengthen first, lengthen first. Then the left shoulder, roll back. Left shoulder, roll back. Now from here, the opposite hip comes up. Press the thighs down. Press your right thigh down. Yes. And then now roll your upper arm. The top arm roll. Roll from inner arm to outer arm. Yes. And then lengthen the side trunk. The top side trunk also lengthen. Good. Now your left shoulder, be aware of your left shoulder, not pushing forward. Left shoulder roll back. Left shoulder roll back. And then keep normal breathing. If you want, you can look up to the sky. Breathe. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, release. We do one more round for this so that your body can warm up before we progress to the next one. Arms to the side. Right arm down. Lengthen the side trunk. Lengthen the side trunk. Right shoulder back. Now turn the left arm, turn the left arm. Inner arm, roll towards the outer arm. Now from here, I want you to turn the chest from the right chest towards the left chest. Right chest, turn. The bottom chest, roll up, roll up. As you roll up the bottom chest, your right shoulder move back. Right shoulder move back, and then right chest move up. Yes. And then look up to the ceiling. Look up to the ceiling. Think as if you want to face your sternum chest towards the ceiling. As if you have to move the sternum chest to turn the sternum chest to face the ceiling. And then the right shoulder move back. Resist. Resist with the right shoulder. Right shoulder move back. Resist. Yes. And then on the left thigh, press down towards the floor. Left thigh, press down towards the floor. And inhale, come up. Good. Exhale, left arm down. Lengthen the left side trunk, left shoulder roll back, left shoulder roll back. Yes, and then now roll the right arm out. Roll the right arm out, inner arm to outer arm. Roll, 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 roll. Now, your palm, the top arm, the palm is facing your back. The palm is facing your back. The palm here, this one roll out and then face the back. Yes. Lengthen the right side trunk, press the right thigh down. And then now turn the chest. Left chest turn up. Turn to the right chest as if your sternum wants to face the ceiling. Now the left shoulder not push forward. Left shoulder resist back. Left shoulder resist back as you turn the sternum chest towards the ceiling and look up. And inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Okay, now extend our legs forward into Dandasana. Now bend your right leg and then move the right foot close to you. Move the right foot close to you. Now look at my foot. My right foot is not very close to the left thigh. Try to move out slightly. So there's probably about 1 palm distance here. Move it out. So your heel is aligned with your sit bone. Your right heel is aligned with your right sit bone. Yes. Now from here, left arm press into your mat. As you press into the mat, see the shoulder doesn't pop out. Press it down, shoulder away. Left arm, press, shoulder away. Sit upright, and then right hand go up. As we lean forward, I want you to hold the inner left foot. Hold the inner left foot. If you can't hold your foot, hold your shin bone. If you hold your shin bone, tuck under and pull. If you're holding your shin bone, tuck under and pull. If you can hold your foot, hold the inner foot and pull. Yes. Now left arm, press into the mat and then sternum chest up. Breathe. Now right foot, the knee, come close to the armpit. Come close to the armpit. Look forward, look forward. Yes, breathe. Now the right arm, I want you to hook into your shin bone. Hook and then press down. Hook into the shin bone and press down. From here, we turn the chest to the back. Turn the chest to the back. And then roll your left arm, inner arm to outer arm. And then look towards the back. Look towards the back. Yes. Breathe. Now your left foot, push the mount and the toe forward. Left foot, the mount and the toe push forward. Now look forward and release. Come back. Extend your leg. Dandasana. Left leg bend. Left heel aligned with the left sit bone. So the foot is about 1 palm distance away from your thigh. So it's not exactly like this. Otherwise, when we go, you have no space. When you are here, this is difficult. So you need to have a bit of space to work with that. Okay, now right hand, press into your mat and then lift yourself up. Press, lift, lift. Now left hand up. Go forward, hold the inner foot. If you're unable to hold your inner foot, tuck under your shin bone and pull. If you can hold your foot, pull it back. And then sternum chest up. Sternum chest up, not like this. I don't want this. Some of you are like this. Up, chest up, chest up. Yes, good. Stay here. Stay here. Right hand, press and lift. Press and lift. Now left arm, hook. Hook into your shin bone. Press down into the floor. Right hand, go to the back. Turn the palm, roll the upper arm up. And then look back. If your neck is not comfortable, look forward. If your neck is not comfortable, look forward. That's okay. That's okay. Breathe. And come back. Release. Extend your legs. Breathe. Bend your legs, step on the floor. From Malasana, you press and stand up. Good. We still have our rolled mat here. Hands on your hips. I want you to place the mount of the foot on your mat and then have your feet hip wide. Your foot should not go facing outwards. See my foot not facing outwards. Turn in so that you face forward. And then stand on your heel. Stand on your heel. Hands on the hip first. Now look at the right picture. A lot of people, when you are here, you may be pushing here. Move back so that you are standing on your heel. As you're standing on your heel, your buttock doesn't tilt up, buttock tilt down. Buttock tilt down, and then feel the engagement of your quadricep or your front thigh. Feel the engagement. Now, hold your sacrum, your hands on your sacrum, on your pelvis. Now your elbows not going to the side, elbow go back. Elbow go back. Sacrum down, elbow go back. Engage the thighs, and then lift the chest up. Now from here, your arm go to the side, turn the palm up, and then Urdhva Hastasana. Now be on the heel, be on the heel. I know your calf is stretching, that's okay, but be on the heel. As you're on the heel, lengthen your sacrum down towards the floor, engage the front thigh, lengthen the spine up, and release. Step down. This time, we're going to wear high heels. Have the heel on the mat and the mount of the foot on the floor. Now, when we are here, especially women, if you like to wear high heels, in order for you to balance, you are now on the front of your foot. In order for you to balance, you would arch your lower back and then you'll be standing like this. So a lot of women, you stand like this. So you have a lot of lower back pain. So I want you to hands on the hip and then now move your weight onto your heel. So you can come to the straight line. Move your weight onto your heel, lengthen the sacrum down. Sacrum lengthen down, feel the quadricep engaged. Now from here, your arm press down, your palm push down, so your sacrum move down. And then our elbow not to the side, elbow to the back. Lift the chest up and then stay on the heel. Stay on the heel. Your weight, move back onto the heel. Now extend your arm first to the side, turn the palm up, and then inhale, raise the arm up. Urdhva Hastasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Arm straight, arm straight. Palm not together, palm not together, palm away from each other, palm away from each other. If you cannot see, palm away from each other. And release. Okay, now roll out your mat to be flat on the ground. Now, just now, you should be now aware that we are always standing on the heel, right? So standing on the heel is very important. The next one we're going to do is Utkatasana, or the chair pose. We're going to start with feet apart first. Feet apart, hip wide, your toes facing forward, hands on the hips. Now, as we squat down, I want you to focus on where you're putting your weight. When we squat down, I don't want the weight to go forward. This is the weight going forward. I want you to bend the legs and then put the weight onto the heel, onto the heel. This is the weight on the heel. This is the weight on the front of the foot. You see my knee, when I'm putting my weight onto the front of the foot, the weight is pushing into the knee. Now the knee is supporting your weight. That's why you have knee pain. When we go back onto the heel, when we go back onto the hip, onto the heel, now the thigh engage. The thigh engaged. Now the thigh is working. The knee is released. So we need to learn how to bend the legs and squat down. Okay? Now, we're going to do this about 5 breaths. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Okay? Let's try. Roll the sacrum down first. Roll the sacrum down. Hands on your hips. Open your chest by moving your elbow back. And then now, move the weight onto your heel. Move the weight onto the heel. Be aware of that. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend slowly. And then we squat down, exhale. Squat down as much as you can. And then inhale, come up. Slowly. Yes, and then exhale, go down. Be on the heel. Be on the heel. Weight on the heel. Weight on the heel. And then inhale, come up. 3 more. Exhale, go down. Be on the heel. Be on the heel. Be on the heel. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. 2 more. 2 more. Inhale, come up. Now, last one. I want to squat down as much as you can. Exhale. Squat down as much as you can. As much as you can. Go down further, 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 further. And inhale, come up. Inhale, come up slowly. And release. Rest for a while. Can you feel that your thighs is so much engaged? When you feel the tiredness of your thigh, then you are not sacrificing your knee. This is what we mean by when you don't have props, you need to understand which part of your body is working. If you find this is easy like this, you are using the knee. So when you do many of these, your knee is going to kaput. So don't sacrifice your knee. Now we're going to do another variation now. Watch first. Watch first. Now from here, we squat down. After we squat down, raise the arms over the head and then inhale, come up. Now when we do that, look at my chest. Many people, when we go down here, when you raise your arm, you become like this. Then you come up. Now watch the right way of doing. As you are here, the arm here helps you to open your chest. As you raise it up, see your chest is still maintained open. Then only you come up. Okay? Now let's try together. Hands on the hips. Now be on the heel. Be on the heel. Inhale, lift the chest. And then slowly squat down. Slowly squat down. Now normal breathing. Maintain chest open. Engage the thigh. Now raise your arms up. And then inhale, come up. Good. Exhale, hands on the hip. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, squat. Inhale, raise the arm. Stay. Next inhalation, come up. Exhale, release the arm. One last time. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, squat. Inhale, arms up, chest open. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Good. Did you get that? Good. Now, the next one we're going to do forward bend. Watch first. We're going to do forward bend, hands on the hips. As we come down here, we want to see if we can do a 90-degree angle. So you don't do like this. Okay? Don't hunch. So you open the chest and then you come down into 90 degrees. Okay? Let's try. Hands on the hips. Be on your heel. Lift the chest and then exhale, come down 90 degrees. And then inhale, come up. One more time. Exhale, go down. And then inhale, come up. Now this time we're going to increase the intensity a little bit by raising our arms. Inhale, raise the arms up. Now maintaining this position, and then exhale, come down to 90 degrees. Straight legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Now watch me. Some of you are doing this. Watch. Inhale like this. Exhale. Look at the relation between my arm and my spine. So some of you are doing this. Your arm is faster than your spine. Can you see? Now what we want is your upper arm is by the side of your ears. And then you need to maintain this as you go down. So your arms is at the same speed as your spine. And then you come up. Almost your arm is fixed with your spine. So when you go down, arm don't go faster than the spine. If you go faster than the spine, you're going to start to hunch. Okay? Now let's try. Hands on the hips first. Be on the heel. Inhale, raise your arms up. Now, tilt from your pelvic region. And then exhale, come down. Arm and the spine at the same speed. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. And then inhale, come up. And release. Now, watch me. We're going to combine Utkatasana and Ardha Uttanasana. How are we going to combine? Maybe side view is better. I'll do the side view. From here, we're going to squat down first. Be on the heel. And then you raise your arm. As you come up, you go straight into Ardha Uttanasana. Then hands on the hips. And then you come down back into Utkatasana. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, come down here. Ardha Uttanasana. And then inhale, hands on the hips. Exhale, Utkatasana. Okay? Finally, we'll be standing up. Okay, let's try. Let's try. Feet apart, hip wide, hands on the hips. Be on the heel. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, squat. Slow. Squat. Stay here. Inhale, raise your arms up. Arms by the side of your ear. Exhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale, arms on the hips, hands on the hips. Exhale, be on the heel and come down to Utkatasana. Be on the heel, be on the heel. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands on the hips. Exhale, Utkatasana. Be on the heel, be on the heel. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands on the hips. Exhale, Utkatasana. Inhale, arms up. Last time, exhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And then hands on the hips and come up. Release. Now stand on the spot and then rest for 30 seconds. Breathe. There is one part of Iyengar yoga where we start to learn how to jump. But here, people who are menstruating, if you have lower back pain, you have hip issue, you have knee issue, or you have an ankle issue, do not jump. You just spread your legs. But otherwise, we learn how to jump. Watch me. We first have the palm in front of your chest. You bend the legs. And then as you jump, you open your feet. You open as wide as where you need to go. So usually we jump Trikonasana space. Okay? Now, when we jump, most people jump, look at my foot. It will turn out. People like to do this. Can you see? So you don't do this. You try to jump with the heel facing outwards. Jump, heel facing outwards. Then you can adjust a little bit if you need to. Okay? Now let's try. Feet together. Palm in front of your chest. Bend the legs. Jump. Yes. Okay. And then jump back. Okay. Now, very good. Now, I want you to try to lift the thighs up. If you don't lift the thighs up, when you jump, it's an earthquake. You may not be able to feel this online, but I will demo to you anyway. If you do not engage your leg from here, it will be, I don't know if you hear or not, it will be like, boom. So, engage the leg, jump, then it's actually more light. So you are not, can you hear? Can you hear the bang? Okay? So when you jump, when you hear it's very heavy, we tend to damage the knee. We tend to damage the knee. So that's why if you have a knee problem, you cannot jump. But it doesn't mean you cannot jump altogether. If you learn how to engage your thigh to pull it up as you land, then you might be able to jump. Let's try. Feet together, palms in front of your chest, bend the legs, and then jump lightly. Yes. Yes. Good. And then now jump back. Okay. Now with jumping back, there are two ways that we jump back. Whichever one that suits you, that's okay. The easiest one is you raise your arm, bend the legs, and then as you push your arm back, you close your legs at the same time. Legs is bent. Legs is bent. Okay? One more. The easiest way is to move the arms, bend, jump. Okay? This is the easiest way. Now, slightly harder, but it gives you more momentum. Is you have your arms go in first, and then you go out. Then you come back. So you're using the circular motion to give you the momentum to close your legs. So from here, bend, close, and come back. Yes. Okay, one more time. One more time. From here, bend the legs, close, come back. Yes. Got that? Got that? Okay. In the interest of time, we're just going to do a few poses and then jumping open, jumping back, and then we do a pose, and then we do a couple of times. Okay? Feet together, palm in front of the chest, bend the legs, lightly jump. Yes, yes. Now turn your right leg, bend the right leg, turn the right leg 90 degrees out. Now I want you to lift the right foot up, push the back heel. So feel the relationship between pulling your foot up and then pressing the back heel. Now maintaining the back is heavy, then you lean the right side over the right side. As you lean over the right side, the left foot is strong. Until you can slowly rest your right arm onto your shin bone, then place your right foot down into Trikonasana. Stay here for a while. And then inhale, come up. Turn the right foot in. Turn the left foot out. Now lift the left foot up. Feel the relationship between your front foot lifting up and then the back heel becomes strong. Feel that. And then keep pushing the back heel as you lean towards the left. As you lean towards the left and your right heel, they are connected. Connect the left hand and the right foot. Feel that connection, then slowly come down and hold your shin bone. Then release your foot down. Trikonasana. And then come up, turn the left foot in, and then now jump back whichever way. You can do a circular motion, or you can just lift up and then clap down. Okay, whichever way you like. Come back. Good. Okay. Again, we're going to do Virabhadrasana II this time. Palm in front of your chest, bend the legs, jump. Bend the right leg, turn the right leg out. Now, usually we jump only Trikonasana distance because jumping wider is difficult. That's okay. Now you adjust the back foot. Adjust the left leg a bit wider, as much as you need. And then from here, bend the right leg slightly first. Now watch my hip. Now, when we go into Vira 2, we like to lean towards the right side because our left groin is very tight. So from here, you bend the right leg slightly. Now you imagine the left buttock sits down. Imagine the left buttock sits down until you come to 90 degrees. Okay? Imagine you're sitting this down, sitting the opposite leg, the back leg. Okay? Now let's do it together. Bend slightly the right leg first. Now, mind, connect with your left sit bone. Connect with the left sit bone. Now, left sit bone, sit down. Left sit bone, sit down. Left sit bone, sit down. Until you cannot sit anymore, stay here. Left sit bone, sit down some more. See where my hip joint, the two frontal hip bone is parallel to the floor. Not like this. Parallel to the floor. Sit down the left sit bone. Yes. Straighten the right leg. Turn the right foot in. Now turn the left leg out. Bend the left leg only very slightly. Then focusing on the right sit bone. Right sit bone, sit down. Right sit bone, sit down. Right sit bone, sit down. Sit down as much as you can. Sit down as much as you can. Yes, sit the right sit bone down. Some more. Some more. Good. And then straighten the left leg. Turn the left leg in. Now, this one, because it's slightly wider, now before you jump, you can close a little bit. Then jump. Bend the legs, jump. Good. Stand on the spot. Take a couple of breaths. We're going to do Parsvakonasana. Parsvakonasana. Okay. Now feet together, palm in front of the chest, bend the legs, and then jump. No earthquake, no earthquake. I cannot hear, but I hope there was no earthquake. Now turn the right leg out. Now this time, you can adjust the distance. Same, we go to Vira 2 first. Then from there, we go to Paschimottanasana. You know, go to Vira 2, you bend slightly. And then now, I did not mention this, but for those of you more advanced already, see where the weight is. If your weight is in front of your knee, in front of your foot, you will go to here. Your knee, your shin bone is not 90 degrees. So, if you put the weight onto the heel, you will not exceed the perpendicular line. Keep pressing the heel. It will almost like resisting you to go beyond. Then you do not hurt your knee. Okay? So that's another trick that we do. Now bend slightly your right leg. Press the heel. Press the heel. Be aware of the heel. Now the left sit bone, sit down to go to Vira 2. Sit down. Sit down. Yes. Now from here, see my sacrum now, see my pelvis now is level. In order to go to Parsvakonasana, I need to tilt. Okay, so now the left sit bone go up, the right thigh go in, and then I'm going to rest my right elbow onto my right knee. Usually we place it on the block, but we don't have a block. You can place your elbow on your knee, left hand on the hip first. Now here, many of us, your right shoulder will go like this because you are falling. You need to push your right elbow into the leg, extend. So you need to move yourself away from the floor, away from the floor. Yes, and then point your left hand towards the left heel, turn the palm up, and then extend over the head. Parsvakonasana. Come to shin bone 90 degrees. Shin bone 90 degrees. Inhale, come up. Turn the right leg in. Now turn the left leg out. Press the heel. Bend slightly, press the heel. Front leg, press the heel. Now the right sit bone, sit down. Right sit bone, sit down. Right sit bone, sit down. Press the heel. Press the heel of the front leg. Yes, then you don't go over. If you go over, you're pressing into the front of the foot. Press the heel, then you won't go over. Now from here, tilt the right sit bone up, the left thigh go in, and then rest your left elbow onto the left knee. Good. Now, shoulder, push away. The left arm, push yourself away. Push yourself away. Right hand, pointing the right knee, right heel. Turn the palm up, over the head. Yes. And then now, turn the chest towards the ceiling. Turn the chest towards the ceiling. If you want to, you can look up to the ceiling now. Inhale, come up. Turn the left leg in. Now, if you need to close a little bit, you can close the distance a little bit before you jump. Bend the legs, jump. Yes. Stand on the spot and breathe. Okay. Now, I want you to experience a little bit of movement today. So there's a lot of jumping and all of this movement that we're doing. One more is a preliminary to jumping back and jumping forward. So this one, I don't want you to jump anymore. I want you to learn how to walk forward and walk back. Okay? So what we're going to do is very simple. We have our feet together, then we come down. If your hamstring is very tight, you bend the legs and then press the palm onto the floor. Look at the relationship between my feet and my palm. Final position, our palm should be in line with the foot. It should be here. But beginners, we put it in front of your foot. Easier. We don't need to be here. Put it here, in front. Then, I want you to learn to walk back to downward facing dog. See my palm, never move. Then you walk back. Keep pressing your palm into the floor and then walk back. Palm still on the floor. Keep the connection. The palm is always there. It's always pressing into the floor. And then you walk back. Okay? Now let's just try this much. Okay? Now stand in front of a mat. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, palm down. Bend the legs. Unless you're very flexible, you can straighten the legs. Otherwise, you bend the legs. That's okay. Now, I want you to feel the palm first. Press the palm into the floor. Press the palm into the floor. Press hard. Press hard. Move the body weight slightly forward so you can feel the palm. Feel the palm. Now, maintaining that connection with the floor, the arm connection with the floor, walk back. The legs become very light because the arm is supporting it. Then come to downward facing dog. And then from here, palm keep pressing. Then walk back. Legs becomes light. Walk back. Now keep pressing the palm, walk back now, downward facing dog. Keep pressing the palm, walk forward. Can you feel the palm is still constantly pushing the floor? Then keep pushing the floor, walk back, downward facing dog. We do one more. Now keep pressing the palm, walk forward. Keep pressing the palm, walk back. Now just for fun, press the palm, bend the legs, jump. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Well done. Well done. Good. Okay, now I need you to fold your mat now. Fold into either into half or into four, depending on how thick is your mat. If your mat is the thick one, you fold only into half. Watch. If your mat is thick, you only fold it into half. If your mat is thin, you fold it into four. Okay? Then place it on the floor. And come slightly outside so you can see. Okay, watch first. We are going to do a bridge pose. We're going to modify the bridge pose that we normally do because now we don't have props. We use our hands as a prop. Now, I lie down first. Your shoulder should be inside of the mat. Okay? Just a little bit of margin, that's fine. Now, look at the feet. The feet is not like this. See, the foot is not turning out and it's not so far away. It's basically your heel aligned with your sit bone. And then you don't go so close that you are not flexible. You don't have room, very difficult for you to move. So you just have enough space so you can press the heel, lift the buttock up. Okay? Just give you enough space so you can use force. Now from here, your elbow push down. Heel push down. Roll the sacrum up here. Then we interlock the fingers and then now the outer shoulder, outer upper arm press down as you open the chest. Now from here, we are going to learn how to use your arm to support. So you need to push the heel up. See how my hand now, I'm going to place the palm onto my sacrum. The other one as well. Then heel down. And I'm going to stay here. If this is difficult for you, you stay in this position. Stay in this position. Menstruation cannot do this. Okay? And then come down. Let's try, everyone. Let's try. Lie down. Adjust your feet. Your feet should be facing backwards. And your feet should not be too wide. And it doesn't have to be together. It's basically in line with your sit bone. Now, elbow push down. Elbow push down. Press your heel. Roll the buttock up. And then roll the outer shoulder down. Outer upper arm down. From here, we interlock the fingers. And then keep pressing the outer shoulder, outer upper arm down. Now, you either stay here, or now you lift the heel up even more, release the fingers, place the palm onto your sacrum, both of them. And then heel down, and then stay here in Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Stay here for a while. Those who are tired, you can come down at your own pace. Those who can stay here for a while. Menstruation, don't do. Now, your palm should be supporting your sacrum, not your lower back. Should be supporting your sacrum with the elbow pushing into the floor. And slowly release. Stay on the floor, lengthen the lower back. Stay here for a while. You may bend the legs, that's okay. Especially if your lower back is not comfortable, don't straighten the legs straight away. Keep the legs bent. Now, when you're ready, slowly come up. One last time, I need you to roll your mat. Roll your mat. And then we're going to sit down. Dandasana. Sit down. Dandasana. The next one we're going to do is Parsva, Janu, Sirsasana. You see, even without props, we can still work with the body, right? Now sit all the way to your left. So this is the left end of my mat. I go and sit towards the left side. And then bend the right leg and then place the outer right thigh onto the mat. Outer right thigh on the mat. Okay, we're going to do Parsva. So first, we're going to turn towards the bent knee first. Turn. Turn towards the bent knee. Turn your body. Turn towards your bent knee. And then I'll turn the opposite side. And then come back to the center. Now this time, we turn to the left first. Turn to the left. And then your left thigh bone, pull back. See? Pull this back. Pull the left thigh bone back. Now your left foot is closer to you. When the left foot is closer to you, your right hand hold the inside of your left foot. Hold the inside of the left foot. And then the left hand on the floor. Lift the chest up. And then turn towards the back. Turn from the abdomen. Feel the belly is turning towards the left and back. Look forward. Release. Come back. Okay, now extend the right leg. Now sit on the right side of the mat. Bend the left leg, the left outer thigh rests on the mat. First, turn towards the left knee. This is the easy side. Turn towards the left knee. Now turn the opposite side. Come back. This time, turn towards the right first. And then the right thigh, pull back. Pull the right thigh bone in. Pull the right thigh bone in. You will notice your right foot is closer to you. Hold the right foot. And then left hand, go back. Right hand, go back. And then turn from the belly. Turn from the belly. Back to center, release. Sit on the left side of the mat. Right leg bend. Right outer thigh on the mat. Pull the left thigh bone in. Pull the left thigh bone in. Turn towards the left. Hold the right hand onto the left foot. Now turn the belly out. And then now left hand, hold the foot as well. And then lift the chest. Ardha, half pose. Don't go down. Stay here, half pose. Chest up. Janu Sirsasana. Did you notice after we do the Parsva, you do the twisting, this one becomes easier? It's because all your abdominal muscle, the back muscle, they get released after the turning. So your forward bend becomes a bit easier. And then release, change leg, sit on the right side, left thigh on the mat. Turn towards your right side. And then left hand, hold the right foot. Right hand, hold the outer right foot. Does it become easier now? Good. Janu Sirsasana. And then release. And then now we're going to do, sit in the middle, we're going to do Paschimottanasana. We're going to do half pose. I know some people may not be very flexible. When you don't have any props to help you and your body is not ready, I would suggest that you bend the legs. We usually don't like this. We would rather you have props to help you, maybe holding a belt or something, but you keep the legs working. When you bend the legs, your legs becomes more passive. And that is not an active stretch anymore. Because active stretch protects you. Passive stretch, you can get injury. So when we bend the legs like this, most often than not, people relax their thighs, relax the muscle, and it's easy to get hurt. So we actually like to stretch, and then we pull, so it becomes an active stretch, and then you can work on it. Nevertheless, if your hamstring is too tight, bend your legs, and then you hold the outside of the foot. Then from here, you slide your heel forward as much as you can until you can come up to straight. Okay? Other people, if you can, sit in Dandasana, press the palm into the mat, lengthen the spine. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, hold the outside of the foot, and then lengthen the spine, lift the chest, half pose. Stay here. Those who find it difficult, you can bend the legs and slowly do what I just said just now. Just try your best. It's not a competition. Yoga is not a competition. Well, if you want competition, you're only competing with yourself. You're only competing with yourself yesterday. So you're not competing with anyone else. Okay, and slowly inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, release. Now, final pose. Before we go into Shavasana, we're going to use the mat to help us to do Supta Baddha Konasana. Watch first. Now, I'm going to remove this so you can see more clearly. So what I'm going to use this mat. This end here is basically on the rib cage, the bottom end of your rib cage. It doesn't go into your lumbar spine. It's only go into the thoracic spine. So it's the bottom end of your rib cage. That's where the spine connects. This will be the beginning of this end. And then you lie down, okay? So you lie down from here, adjust so that you're on the thoracic spine. Then lift the chest. And then your head is also supported. And then from here, Baddha Kon. And then we rest here. Okay? Now everyone, go. Supta Baddha Konasana. Open the chest. If you find your chest is closed, press the elbow down to the floor and lift your shoulder blade away from the floor. Then only you lie down. Make sure your chest is open and then relax the arms. Arms slightly away from your body, palm facing upwards. We're only staying here a short while, so even you're very tight groin, you should be able to stay for a little longer. Those of you who feel comfortable here, you can stay in Baddha Konasana. Otherwise, if your groin is not comfortable, you straighten the legs and extend the legs forward and then release the whole legs and then come to Shavasana with your mat supporting your spine. Okay? So you can choose either in Baddha Konasana leg or you can have it in Supta Tadasana leg. So straighten the legs and relax the thighs. Now, everyone stay here for 5 minutes. And this is the end of our first class. I will see you on Thursday.